kwasu gidi. Now, so just for number side to have a share machine. So I say a German. A German now, share. Well, I overseen 10 times, ever told 10 times. Nay, say. Unim say 11 million US dollars. Ayen so from 2023. Ghana. Yakraba Ghana because of Galamsey. Mo yemaso. Eti busa won say 2025 how many million dollars? And they go funsu. Now it will interest you to know say chama to me and original court. Papa no sa abra nsem kwoswo no of our telephone. Efred deputy for forestry commission SCU say papa me ne won komodi eye nkomo ben ana chama wuntumi godie na ne e de ne go court is ansem no ebenya suna so wa contact mining ene wuntumi so ana ase ne moye den gagingim garden police fu atunipo baako 12 Jesus Christ Galamsey amuye no omo de enye nsuo no omo se no enye forest no omo se no yerewe awo Nsuta ebonsare awo afrenzen Tarkwa Nsuaem municipality boys yi de omo de ne se train no omo se no omo se rewe na ma chese train bi no be fa so it omo destroy everything our police watch omo ne omo na court in the Galamsey ne de o ye ne say e do court anye easy Galamsey fo ni bi ahase eku omo ho ebisu omo adwen so ngwa kowia mining site ebisu kondokwa gidigidi all Galamsey say confusion aye basa aye adentia aye national illegal miners operation aye first task force we nine months of na air causes our confusion yi aye John Dramani Mahama directives awde maya the last minister honorable Emmanuel Kofi Amabu Esuka no and almost all your forest areas in your water bodies no I security zone obi nko obi ma your station your task force for no permanently out those areas eti we wadwen say obedi rough ebedi wey a naked truth Oldboga trust mamentu memwas na mean for wura details in mo the entire Ghana ekra nsuo 11 million US dollars. And every amount for man so be people Ghana. All because your drinking water was not safe enough for the big boys. For the organ at the top. For the bamboos. Because monkey with the work and babu the chop. And yeah, was saying the Galamsey so the yen say, ye man ye wo mo omu deform. Babies with deformities baby but yes kaniba. As you can afford no tia kunya so no mo de mo yamadwen say no yeso na ye no mo numbi enti o ma kra nsuo e de afri man a mo de se binyansa wo mutiri mo nya Galamsey enti ye de e be kra nsuo e se ya kra toothpick akọ kra nsuo ensuo a Ghana nyankopon de cheye o fa se kan kra se utu fom kra na utibi tunya nsuo ensuo the number of water bodies ebu o Ghana imagine say Galamsey adarumanti you spending 11 million US dollars. And I go for you. I'm a man for some monum. When we take Galamsey, me say by Bekabi and Kabi. As you can follow there, there be a home because I sons here. Galamsey no, omu true. They are the real campers. Omu the problem of Galamsey no. As hey, abano ebotechi and moba and come cry and come quote na come shed. According to lawyer. Ejuzi Tamakulu, our chief executive officer, Dema National Petroleum Authority (MP). All this has me too. They ready or abenim or tiaben has no name say. Wait for abenu neighbor. Say ensure a crab and 11 million US dollars. Now Akyem Kotoko, a deputy chief executive officer, Dema Forestry Commission. And I say one I was say, after say CID for any chama wound to me. Any attorney general case akọ kodru quarter chama wuntumi ye de ne dwe ama no air no answer be ko na wie no na head no ato no so na problem bi ani wona se hwe agro mani so chama wuntumi na ye kasa se no papa no wundim se you could do Samra boy, na ye mu ho. Ye wa me was for the first time. Na chama utuma frem o say Elekem o say I. Yes. Elekem o say yes. O say I don't know yes sir. Was me den. Was I don't know yes sir. O say me den. O say wo boss say o say yeah. Dey be who say boss and madam. Men yes sir. But kai say me hia why? I pemre ni hia. Ano say hia ne de o manya hia. Na mmom no chama untumi frɛ na oyebuza say na di enti ana ofro no me for Deputy Forestry Commission see you wow here ana Samra boy e coin e ko attack ye no nso no ne concession count wow here wow nim we mass no we minus and plus we dey tell that chama untumi e frɛ no chama am from Oldboga next one Ghana hey ayo
my attention has just been drawn to something interesting you said. You say that Galamsey kingpins bind recruits with blood oaths to keep them silent.
Yes, people, there's a whole myth around Galamsey that it's spiritual, it grows over time, there are sacrifices to be made and all that. So they make these people should I say sign on with some blood covenants and other forms
with
of covenants and and all that you don't disclose this, you don't do this, you don't do that. So we are using technology to even trace some of that. It's also another major hurdle we are facing. But we are trying, I can say this publicly, it is just to not deter them but to hold them if they can. Because we are tracking some of them. That is why some of them may think that I'm still doing it and they are not doing anything. We are monitoring you. We want to know who the actual kingpins are. And I am convinced that one of the kingpins that is being prosecuted now is none other than the regional Ashanti regional chairman of the NPP.
Those are allegations.
I know, but I mean, I work at the Forestry Commission. I recall I visited Summer Boy and a concession given to him, and we all are aware that he didn't get all the needed permits. That is evident and is there. At the time, even the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources came to confirm same, to corroborate same. Then the president came out to say that he is aware that our counter mining is not engaged in any illegality. That was how he was prepared to put his presidency on the line, and very laughable though. But we all saw videos of Wontumi, for instance, displaying gold at the radio stations, bars of gold taken out from his bar. Are you okay with one? He brings out a second one. He brings out a third one. He brings out a fourth one. And we all know what happened at the Tiwa Forest and all of that. But we leave it all to the law now since the process has been kicked in motion. And one major kingpin like that has a lot of tributaries.
You still call him a major kingpin?
Yes, I am. That is what I.
When you don't have the full fact.
That was the same allegation at the time he was arrested, and it still stands until proven otherwise. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. And I've said this on 2 platforms. I can say it here again now to repeat it. I recall when we carried out that exercise in Summerboard. One of the days I was driving and I had gotten to the Aquaje interchange. Then a call came through. I pulled over and he was like, "Hello, Elikam. This is Chairman Wontumi."
Chairman Wontumi called you?
I'm just telling you what happened. Then
Why?
He said, "This is Chairman Wontumi." He said it a second or a third time, and I kept saying, "Yeah." Now, I don't know. That's how we boss madam for. I don't know. I have nothing doing in Kumasi at that time. I'm not going there.
What, he was trying to silence you?
I don't know, but he was reaching out to me for the first time, and I didn't even know him. I don't know what for. Then he was saying, what? I put it right out there as well too. He's going to ask his lawyers to do so, and I told him point blank, your lawyers trying to do so for you will just be taking money for a job that you need to do for you. But whatever you want to do, you need to read carefully what I wrote. So I know of this. For the first time, he reached out to me also. I don't know what for, and this whole it's a whole cartel. It's deadly, it's dangerous, but we must stand up for something, or we'll fall for anything.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Now, just how soon do you expect us to see tangible results?
I believe that for the tangibility of the results, a year from now, we'll see very tangible results. Very tangible results. But I am so sure that the moment we enter next year, knowing very well what NIMOS intends doing, by dismantling all the people who are engaged in these activities on our water bodies in particular, we'll see a recovery of our waters turning green, turning blue, and our forests beginning to turn green. And you see, one of the major challenges that Forestry Commission was confronted with was not even illegal mining. It used to be illegal logging.
Right.
until when Galamsey became
we'll talk
pervasive.
about that before we end
And
the
as we speak today, Ghana is the only country in Africa to have signed on to an EU trade partnership known as the FLECT, Forest Law Enforcement and Governance Trade, which means that we are we are legally now mandated
forest law and enforcement and
forest law enforcement and governance trade,
okay.
Which means that we are legally given the green light to trade in timber with the European Union, and we are the second in the world to Indonesia. And so what this means is that every tree that is felled from Ghana that is being shipped to the European Union can be traced to where exactly it was cut from.
Okay.
The reason is because, I mean, to curb illegality, to also make sure it is well regulated, and our traditional authorities are paid what is due them in royalties. Further, you see these auto.
Say we are chama to me, and send some na kai say over notification but one because hey, court in some we are poor we say crime because see me say chama to me aba bedru. A friend say Accra High Court on the lawyer appear kubi any other lawyers are moka the bench in home we never pay our Accra High Court as see me say enter omo wetna say my case in the church yedi it the bezo case in bia so na hey naked truth Oldboga trends Maxi Billian the bebre oboko now positive what nipa back to for Western region nipa 12 no ombo ni omudi yedi na say ukopie mu Nsuta bonsare rail liner our Akyem Akyem in the Tarkwa Nsuaem municipality na ye na just say ye bomb pa say nka president bia ba obebe say 10 na wato trains ni be say 20 e de begum na Akyem ye bre so road no so say da be ya cars ni bebrebe esi ni so beti say da be amanfo betima akofo far and near distance after train e de akomadwuma eni omufie no Galamsey for no de omo ma wie forest omo wie nsuo no ya kan railway no no ngwa say no ana omo say format bia ba e fe no friends one leg tese e bo nsuo no say pa ni de tu ani ase no sa ni ase ndi nipa 12 Ghana police for ati omo ndi Western region police for e so omo pian omo ti omo na kwan boko ya de omo akwa court e de na omo so nipa 12 no omuji na akwa no court omugwa go cancer asem na the asem dey hu pa wo mu say 3 kilometers of road 3 kilometers of railway ana ma say na say na 3 kilometers dey say easy say bit ma say na simple sa o na anona ye go bu say regional minister Joseph Nelson adan na etisa ana say me kura mi busa police for ne say 3 kilometers of road there mo anam we Galamsey areas yi task force we eba ne say na manfo obi atima 2 kilometers of road anya one day job anya 2 days anya 3 days anya 1 week enti how many days only 2 year man tima hu omo e go so mo tu say 3 kilometers of rail line how and am say regional minister me kura mi bi say bi because em kura me wanwa say anya sika pa no mo twa ma manfo bi so obi nje ne share enfantana baby a how on earth is say 3 kilometers Galamsey for onye say omko fa a bigger excavators bi ni hu nyama ene di betu yo omo the traditional method na ana ya tutu ade ni na awie e de to Galamsey ya demand chom ko so mutu wie aba oman kronkron Ghana aden edi regional minister edema Western region Joseph Nelson ebusa police surveillance for no say eba na say we dey ntiase ntimu nkyerɛkyerɛ.
I think that for the police you have to really make your monitoring devices even more sensitive. This didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen within 2 weeks. Certainly, it didn't happen within just 1 month. It's been going on for a while. And so I think that your system for scanning the whole environment must be sharper so that we're able to avoid such damage.
Na adom beba we I say kuma krobia kuma sa sante kotogono ukuma apem ebeba Galamsey for the yachi 12 I do ma koko jina kwano na ne omukọ court akoyi omunsema no chama wudumi eko court akoyi akontan ma ne hunsema no another Galamsey guy I recording I record omu concession no na record we no say hey if you destroy 10 times we will buy it 10 times the way 10 toes down 10 toes up eti o ye dan o se ne ne otena o meto foforo eti we kuma apem meba o se na no ngoto foforo besim se chanfan 10 o meto chanfan 10 o se excavator 10 o meto excavator 10 nti me question na say have him where onya de video no say yes ye hu say omo soe with nduro ansa na omanya tumi ababedina Galamsey say atokura atu na ye che omo so anya de omo bo kimpin ni din enti say sa branch e o ka say we sure say achi na excavator ba ko a obetuma to excavator fofura besim meaning say kimpin bi ba beto ba kimpin no no amana ye blood oath according to Akyem Takoradi Forestry Commission no we ma eti say amount for your blood oath as I say no omo soe ansa na ya fo mo adwuma mpuntie we de omo penini di enti o se sei police for pe amon chene nse no mo se ne ma omo so ba to foforo da besem ene da ka se mo chi omo edi omutum anya sa na se mo se omo ne ma keke aden ya ji we ya ti we am o me replace
kwasu gidi na so just for na basai to ma ba share machine hwe nzo yan se agemo no ya agemo no na o hwe o ba shine 10 times e ba tom no 10 times na say unim ne bo we ayo fanze na 10 million de na ntekura na say o yenya ikura 5 days create mi tom no hwe na wo ha ho galandi ntimi mu no ai kanchire ma ama so my machines a ebitimi dia asase ni momo ya ka am si nchirima na momo amote so modwini nchirima hwe yes asase ni efia ni o fia ni nzi dia asase ni nyina nchirima be nimonum o mama ya panyini no mo panyifo no mo dia na maya o zi anyini nchirima hwe ko sheba bi Msimo sene 10 times. Anya excavator na yakazi yenya 18 billion goto. We unya bo 5 blades kura na o ese. O de koto 1 blade ese 1 blade na mai 11 the 12 million zu check it fatamse. We sene 10 times, we turn 10 times. Na bo pan kura ese. Machiguo. No diagoro. She. Police for Mwamba kura na ni galani ni omu na yo. Man here to the fighter. Or my police for no bunko to you. On see us a 3 omo. Mo ba ji kufu hwe. We say kutu say bam. Edi na muzimi eni gala na gold na egugu na namunza no munya no we. Den tam ni eni gala ngo munya gold tutu omunza. Edi o wale. Si a efie ni we. Kambo efie na o. Edi akodi ho nyina we dan kure tete dan say 1 billion kranza sabeka enzunya unya ya o nya 10 pound kra okọ hwe chire din
na omu replace no omu say shase card them young and it shall be yours forever mo shase training kwala nketengete some few weeks ago me ka kire wo some small boys bi na Galamsey say adomu e wash anwe and akwala there was I think another weeks ago me ka no naked truth here small boy I know under 18 years ya didn't go Galamsey excavator bi ma pa akwani ko wuye ene akwala out say only 10 years impo ana ye che na excavator na ko be faso yusu na wo dey tu asay mina asay nsu asay ye friends ye nsase asay ye forest na we do obedu 18 na we mature academy they were school na do nim I was a Galamsey na excavator yusu amanfo kire how am dey excavator be ya kwan ye dey excavator be ya say ye dey ye kire omo how be faso ye Galamsey ntia boys ni bi say wo say niam na ombeto bi achim say no omo ye fast aye hurry up omo komachi akofa nkwala no macha say train omo small boys ye train omo say be Galamsey no mehu ye minim say Galamsey na nya dey tuo be twende but amanfo ebisa state of emergency how is he going to come because jasha say ekui na 2023 ya kan so $11 million Ediba Ghana ha. Na 2025 and so no ase kra aye nwe na sha say affected no. Who is be kran so how many $million? A 21-year-old our illegal mine na kokum. Mami bi e wadi 52-year-old. Aw kwawu behinase. Na yasemu. Kese Galamsey for no omakwatra. Sese no ye ntrete omo ye nkomasem. Oba wa fom na wunnim na we mistake. Na se oka che ne se umani ntu umani se wasase a your life at risk. Your life at risk. Now when na ye police for the 12,000 autopsy fee. E dey atono so na investigation no mo so omoto aso se abrante no awadi 21-year-old no. Yene be wie na se fiase no obeda afeball. Galamsey no be a fight na go agoduru no. Say no then the violence will take it by force. Honor Galamsey for no duru. Ebi threaten say police force say amoni am beto achim. Ye training gola ebi su eku ma me forum. Uya anye eno nko another obi Galamsey ni ba ko a chese on go try say okoro obi. Okoro obi akatechi so mining community ewo Amanse Central District of Ashanti Region. Abrante no, yesi wadi be 30 years. Now, Ogowia, just Ogowia de wo mining site wo. Ya gbonu tuo ye kunu. First, a Galamsey guy, Agoku mami we 52 years. Now, another Galamsey guy, ono de say okotu ya wanye ntu ayese ni nyamunti no. Or try say okwa a mining site wo Amanse Central District, Ashanti Region. Ogowia ya bonu tu okunu guy since some few days ago ana soldier for mienu civilians mienu eso ewe madu so mu gwakowia our mining site emo so ya tie omo ide omo police for. So look at this now, look at this one. A two Galamsey guys so mujina pitch nimu so we say kan kuta bako anka bako ditwa bako, but unfortunately and as fortunately na ayatache ana host no nko nisi ho omo kunta kwa omo majina on say eya mo fe we are this a normal practice. Bo we trade anywhere, bo trade. Say nya atache na omugina physical. Ana se kan bi dem no tuo bi da ha. Enka ba ho titira wayam. Kiye kuno. Anya yesi Galamsey sa de. Emoji awie tokura no kwa na magodu ne ba. Anu yo motivation. Enti say omunya opportunity. So omeye no sa akra ne omeye no more. Omu kunta kwa piti ni mu. Say no. Ase entasentasi bi yesu omani so. Because of namos for yi omodumadi omudi task force for adumadi omudi o Galamsey areas ni ti no ama Galamsey for na say akombie tiesi omo so enti so ono ase omo antra so mko wi ade a na omo tra say omo ku obi omo ku omo Galamsey no da ben that it to abita. Then there's another one say no omo life you at risk nipa na o trace excavator no akwa cha techem na bibia chia koduru no ye go fa another excavator so meme yi ni mfirim oba be na film na say akwa na so odania to ani oye wuani na mama ka no mu ntimi ya hwe na mo to hwe na me say enti ade risk e wo mu yi mo ye sure say alternative wo anka boys yo munye mo ye sure say kimpin ye jai so mo pompis gama boys ya ka boys nko munye nya ye by now because I am very very obvious. So where you the nature of the work, the risk involved. Time and second woman dear but ubediska ubeda G party enka fanya mo wo enka for sika naso way boys need me nyai because alternative be any ho ye provide the alternative ana camping finance if we yenye ya dey say ye chi omo nti na kura and one ye brain now why anama the dynamic youth movement another a friend is saying pressure group omo penny baako oye me a friend Albert Tete. I say, Mr. President, what further support do you require from us beyond the mandate we have already given you with our terms? Now you are John Dramani Mama, Abra omiti the civil society organization, no, Okaka say, say, Emera Suna say the national security man to me, man acquire, and I say, a tuneful. Say, you be here the state of emergency. Ono John Dramani Mama, who hesitate. Or declare state of emergency. But for now, almost everybody involved in the national security behind him said the fight against Galamsey is still ahead on. and possible say Ghana it may win that fight no without necessarily evoking that state of emergency no. But according to the dynamic youth movement of Ghana, SADB, John Dramani Mama, 2 minutes, they are 2 minutes. I want to say, say, you know, by what I say, now you draw John, and Bia, a human Ubetimaya, and it's straight to action. Say, a bit here, so we must state of the emergency, and TNT among one. Yet the 2 minutes more than that, who are to tell in Parliament, one the president of the land, one IGP, we a chief commander of armed forces. Just almost 2 minutes ago, Ghana in now, into how saying.
We actually register our displeasures and we expect government to listen to us. Yes, governance is a two-way system, but one does not need to be in active position to contribute to the governance of a nation. So anyway, anyhow, everyone is needed on board. But now, in meeting the agencies and CSOs, finally the president tweets that I saw because I didn't have the time to be present. He says he needs the support of Ghanaians to actually put Galamsey to a halt. What other support do you need from us, His Excellency? When all the support we have, we've given you, and that is the power in our thumb to elect you, because you assured us that you are going to put Galamsey to a halt. You are going to reset, realign, readjust, and make sure that the things that were not working will work for us. So if now the narratives are changing, the storyline is changing, we don't want to call you the names we called others some few months ago. Because in as much as you're young in office, you are not young in mind. You are not young in your thought processes. You actually saw what was wrong and you were planning ahead, and that is how come you campaigned. You gave us your promises, and it's now time to remind you, we are not begging you. And I always say, no citizen is supposed to beg any government to get the things done rightly to better this nation. You promised. All we can do is to remind you respectfully to make sure you fulfill your promises. Because after all, leadership is actually service. For who is a leader when the leader has no followership? There must be followers to make you a leader. So if we are following, as your dear and precious sons and daughters of this very land, when you were giving the speech on the international front, you actually mentioned how your daughter, just using her as a point of contact to all ladies, young ladies in the country. If the younger ones, their lives matter to you, their lives really matter to you and they are dear to you, then His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, I tell you that you do not need any more opportunity to get the right things done in our nation.
Now, Dr. Bernard Tutu Boyen, as a lecturer in political marketing in University of Ghana, Papa say until when will the National Security Council advise the president to declare a state of emergency? And the Papa says problems say echoes. Now say udate way back in 2023. Now Ghana spending $11 million in buying drinkable water. And imagine the effect in 2025. Kidney, liver, cancer disease has skyrocketed according to Kolebu Teaching Hospital. A friend is saying child deformities has skyrocketed according to Ghana Health Association. Your friend says chemicals, poisonous chemicals from Galamsey site. As say you really say banche, cassava, tomatoes. Friend is saying any other food that you too different as Konongo area how the almost says omu poison kwa de bobo omu de nyakra. Enti Dr. Bernard Tutu Boyen ebusa senti John Dramani Mama yema omere dabai. Ansa na National Security Council. Ah no do ma no. Atufo. Se papa declare state of emergency.
For me, look, the president made a point indicating that the state of emergency will be the last tool he will use. All right. And on Friday, he said that he's waiting on the advice of the national security. Okay. And I think that the minister himself also said that the repeal of the LI is going to present it before Parliament. You know, that was yesterday.
Yeah.
What has happened to Parliament? Indefinite suspension, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it means that the LI will be hanging, isn't it?
Yes.
Until when will the national security advise the president and say that declare or do not declare? When?
Okay.
So please, can you let me?
Yeah.
But you see, as we continue to wait, whether it is going to be a last-minute resort or as to whether national security is going to advise, water is still turning brown.
According to Captain Smart, what she said, you didn't declare state of emergency because or no. You much say NDC, MPN phone be check. Asia gidi ah moya mine no. Galamsey no say no NDC phone be the mo jim. Enti a part of the reason why state of emergency no muntimi declare. Enti say no the entire year brain na no. NDC phone be so ko pesika ni bi adi. Tia against and against. Hey Ghana, o ma konkron Ghana. The ACC wo Galamsey site. Galamsey phone ku amanfo ku Galamsey phone na mo trust o mewi o gold. Because they say no more frustrated. Omunya to me opportunity ni nyo modwuma say no say because of tax on fundy. At the same time no camping for ni bi frɛ forest commission for make orders. Kai na no ya NDC friends DC bia our western region. Papa no ko order task force for say mun sam from free na mo munya modwuma. ECG for ko twa friends mining site for be light because they consider almost so illegal. Hey, an NDC person, our AMC, Echo Country, hey, easy for Moon Connected Light in the park. Eti, and never do a course one. Yet, Rankola Hour, and no Mrs. Cavetta or Galamsey side. Galamsey side for Nangasa Omu. Confusion, I am Basa, Bibia say, but yet, according to certain dignities, and Peniphobia official winning day, and as we catch us and no. The state of emergency in Nuroye. The fight against Galamsey is still going on war. Into young 10 years last or make mass of it. But the big question still remains. If 2023, you crowd drinkable water and $11 million are. How much do we think is in 2025? Ecopium 2026. Drinkable water. Dollars do not send Wakofaba. Now, sounds when I go me, Saturday no. Manum foreign water bakokra ni na is ache water. Any Ghana ye bottle water here be na nameno. Entiminu mienu de ebe wuntem. Nemo no politicians na maboya kro no awie na omo ene timi kransu no. Omo so na na Captain Smart claim say omo na ye Galamsey omo na Erasus as I don't go gat say MPP pen for no so mu hia sika party hia sika. Enti Galamsey ne kase say 2022 eba no mo na start in 2023 no mo start kransu. And then Captain Smart is say the new NDC executives and appointees no I'm gonna take you over on the Galamsey side and on some way you know me but who was the cover cransu free abrochara ba there and they won't be there minim this be out join here state of emergency no and almost state of emergency and enya possible you go say declare for now no ye person who say adentia. But the minimum say the entire government IAT say and breaking news gold price ons no kuono sa akosoro and friends say per ons near $3,922 from 3,500 3,600 to 3,700 I do 3,922 almost $4,000 per ons answer it is always kaya ayo day so mega si debi ye trust because economy no baby I say koduru and say repair but the question is say yes we are simu sika ni na e be to Ghana nchen na ye mu fa ye wu awie ekwa emfa so be mpa ni be ya Galamsey fight we shall end it end Galamsey now ho slogans bebrebe but da ben dan ye beda so na be ka se ne Galamsey affect Ghana bio asense be na akom eso na be tirem die be hu de da ba kosum se be pitri se obi chere ase se Joseph chere da ase na dia emre ne nkrabia na be chere. Let's give time some time for comment no to comment section na say $11 million sika ye de efa nsuo in 2023 2025 is how much and they go use go for nsuo abama mpenimfo na no menu mi de chama yenya bi nom na Galamsey no e piso chama untumi sa na emre bi etwemo ye ko ekopi mo forensic commission deputy CEO Akyem kotoko na de na ope no onu nkwa na nim wantima nka ne ye according to Akyem kotoko say wa ana wanko onu an nim say okoye say wanko on the wakana say wanko Galamsey for no achase say railway na 3 kilometers of railway yetima twa mo mas nyina afa ni akwakwati oboba de ne you don't go court Ghana there after distraction that's where we find solutions enti ya say na wie no ya che omo you don't go court you don't go tunkwa abran ke betima prevent time na omo say no ya nye we ni na ensema on naked truth Oldboga trends that the for comment to comment section na say subscribe like it na say emobia ezo ensankane de edi no eba akopɛ Maxi Billian Macra bye bye.